all these people call themselves as a group. You see truth, you don't want to say it because of the money you are collecting. You say education. When did the Simon Ekpan rise? When did the Mazen nnamdikanu rise? You are talking about violence. Let's say Kano did not come out with violence, but Nigeria give Kano violence. Then you say this one come with the violence. When, how many years? Then how old is Nigeria? When is it that the education system has not been working? How many of the education system did the Simon Ekpan destroy? How many schools did he destroy? But I can tell you how many Nigerian army military homes they vandalized, they destroy, but with the bomb. They destroy homes. Go to Osumeni, many of them today they are crying, they have lost their home because of what Nigeria did in Osumeni. What they did in Imo State. As I'm speaking to you, there are some villages now, they are no more there. Even the thing, resorted to some part of Anambra. The thing affected some part of Anambra. Ohaneze, who are you representing? You are not representing Biafra. You were formed in 1975, if I'm not mistaken. Ohaneze was formed in 1975. Ohaneze, what was your purpose of that your organization? Your purpose was it not only to fill your pocket, to engage your pocket with a huge money? Remember my humble self, Evangelist Benjamin Johnson Ezesinachi, the only Biafran evangelist that speak nothing but the truth, but I'm ready to end by the truth, according to the truth by the word of God. Now listen and listen good. You're talking about declaring Biafra will put Simon Ekpan into more trouble. Simon Ekpan is in the trouble. That is the question. Yes, people today are saying in Nigeria here, shouting Simon Ekpan being arrested, Simon Ekpan being arrested, Simon Ekpan in the prison, Simon Ekpan in detention, Simon Ekpan this, Simon Ekpan that. And the movement kept on moving on. Today, look at what the whole world leaders are moving themselves, including Elitra. Imagine both Elitra, Flavor to perform at the last day. Look at all these things. And you say you're putting Simon Ekpan into trouble. Then Ohaneze, what are you saying? You say it's putting Simon Ekpan in the trouble, that Simon Ekpan is the reason why Nigeria, Geoffrey said he's losing how much? 1.something trillion or billions of naira. 34 trillion naira. I'm sitting at home for the 3 years. Now listen and listen good. Let's minus 3 years from the age of Biafran war. Then let's now judge from that angle. Ejiofor, were you not alive in all those years? What has Nigerian government given to you? What profit have you made that you are complaining for sitting at home? And this sit at home was not by Simon Ekpan, maybe for any reason. It was given for the reason of who? Mazen nnamdikanu, our leader, that Nigeria held in their custody of DSS illegally. Illegally. That was why the sit at home started. And there is something I want you to understand. Even this sit at home, you that is complaining, is the people complaining. Go east now, you will see them. Do you know that sit at home has made so many children today to know whom their father, their mother is? Do you know that the sit at home have make marriages to stand very well? Do you know that sit at home has made the people to even know? Do you know, one confessed sometime, not knowing to him that his wife used to go outside whenever he goes out. But through sit at home, I've made the man to know the kind of woman that he got married to. You understand me? See, sit at home has positive things in the life of every Biafrans. You understand me? So they are not complaining. You know, when you start something new, it will appear as if maybe it's not. Now they are used to it. In fact, they are the one even calling for it. They like at least to have rest. Now they understand the meaning of rest. You understand? So now you are complaining. Ohaneze saying that the people in the Biafrans in the international and local doesn't have any right. Ohaneze, who are you representing? You are not representing Biafra. You were formed in 1975, if I'm not mistaken. Ohaneze was formed in 1975. Ohaneze, what was your purpose of that your organization? Your purpose was it not only to fill your pocket, to engage your pocket with a huge money? That's why you are standing like this. How many development has your organization brought to the Southeast? Even in your various communities. Many of you, the Ohanezes, they are still using bicycle to enter their father's house. They only go to do their father's compound very well if there is a need or any kind of barrier. That is when you see Ohaneze people, those set of people called Ohaneze, you see them traveling to their father's house, paint it for the burial, and after the burial, they will abandon it. Rat, lizard, snake will occupy the house. And you are saying you are Ohaneze. From Fojuakpa, gathering from government, feeling you're taking care of yourself and your children. You don't care about the masses. But somebody wake up, decided to suffer for the people, not self-centered. Are you trying to tell me that the Nigerian government have not offered Mazen nnamdikanu a huge amount of money or a huge promises, even an oil well, even a government office? Are you trying to tell? They have offered plenty things to Mazen nnamdikanu, which he rejected. And all these things are the things that when they give Kanu is times 21 of what Ohaneze are collecting from Nigeria, and they are coming out to run to betray themselves. Just what a shame of organized men. They're the people that are supposed to be speaking, elderly people that are supposed to speak and have respect, have showed their respect. Just imagine, Ohaneze. How many years now? No development in the Southeast. And you are still talking of being one, and nobody have right to the. We have rights, in case you don't know. Ohaneze, if you did not have right, we the Biafrans have right. We have right. If we did not have right, Sekima will not say it. If we did not have right, these people, Israel, will not be fighting to defend their land. If we did not have right, America too will not stand, will not rise to defend their own territory too. If we did not have right, people like Ukraine, despite what they are going through now, darkness all over in Ukraine, yet the president himself, imagine a country, president himself, volunteer himself, even in the war front. If they don't have right, the president of Ukraine wouldn't have taken that step. So definitely, this is showing you that we, the Biafran, it is our right to fight for our freedom. It is our right to defend our land.
But what they are saying is that now getting sovereign nation with violence can never work. They say it can never work, and at the same time, they say the economy, the social economy, and the education, in the Igbo land is nothing to write home about, and that this has not brought solution. Even the federal government, cannot look towards Southeast because of all this happening.
Hello, let's say the truth. You see the problem I have with all these so-called elders. All these people call themselves as a group. You see truth, you don't want to say it because of the money you are collecting. You say education. When did the Simon Ekpan rise? When did the Mazen nnamdikanu rise? You are talking about violence. Let's say Kano did not come out with violence, but Nigeria give Kano violence. Then you say this one come with the violence. How many years? Then how old is Nigeria? When is it that the education system has not been working? How many of the education system did the Simon Ekpan destroy? How many schools did he destroy? But I can tell you how many Nigerian army military homes they vandalize, they destroy, but with the bomb, they destroy homes. Go to Osumeni, many of them today they are crying, they have lost their home because of what Nigeria did in Osumeni, what they did in Imo State. As I'm speaking to you, there are some villages now, they are no more there. Even the thing, resulted to some part of Anambra. The thing affected some part of Anambra because of this Nigerian military, Nigerian army. Tell me, which benefit has the Biafran land, the Igbos, benefit from Nigeria ever since before now? Ohaneze, you are there collecting money. No, it's I am annoyed. I am not happy. That's why sometimes some people will say that why you speak sounding like this. I am angry. At my age now, how much will I collect to betray my brother? And I will do that, and my conscience will still be free with me. And my conscience will not judge me. Did the Ohaneze at all have conscience? Did they actually have conscience? Are they human? I am asking, please, someone should answer this question. Please, somebody should tell me, if truly Ohaneze have conscience, are they human? Did they have blood? Simon Ekpan are not even the one causing the insecurity in Southeast. Them Ohanezes, remember, there was a time the same Ohaneze said something. In case they themselves have forgotten, I want to put them in remembrance now. I want to put the word in remembrance, the statement of Ohaneze. Ohaneze last time, that was last year, said, no Igbo man should stand as a vice in presidency. That if any Igbo man should come out for presidency, it should stand as a president, not as a vice. Or else, unknown gunmen will visit that person. Is that not what Ohaneze said the last time? That is what they said. Then, if they can make this statement, that means they are the one behind the insecurity in the Southeast. Them and the politicians, the Southeast governors, people like Hope Uzodinma and Mba, they are the one behind the insecurity, not Simon Ekpan. They said it clearly that any woman that is coming out must not come as a vice, or else they will send unknown gunmen. So definitely they are the one sponsoring unknown gunmen. Definitely they are the one sponsoring insecurity in the Southeast, not Simon Ekpan. In case if they forget, I want to remind them, they should let that young man be. Simon Ekpan is not the one sponsoring insecurity in Southeast. And he say it's not by violence. My dear, there is no country, even Ireland and Republic of Ireland today, Iceland, Scotland, they got their independence, they share blood. Are you getting it? Today you are making mention of Ashanti in Ghana. Do you know why women has upper hand than their men in Ghana? Do you know why? And do you know why they believe that the women are the one that own children in Ghana than men? Do you know why? There was a woman called Ashanti. The first woman who stood up with 5,000 men, soldiers, that she led to war for the freedom of Ghana, which at the end of the day, she ran for exile. Are you getting it? She was the first person that that fought for the freedom of Ghana, Ashanti. In case they don't know, Ghana fought, they share blood, and they get their independence. So, if you talk of violence, violence is part of independence. See Sudan, how did they get their independence? At the end of the day, they use violence. Since peace did not come, they use violence and they get their independence. The Southern Sudan, go to South Korea. And Korea, they were together before. But look at today, they are separated. Since peace, no, nothing like togetherness. They use violence. If violence, after all, Bible said, right from the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffered violence. And violence did what? Take it by force. If you come with a peace, and peace did not work, then you find alternative. You get it? Then God himself, the creator of the universe, the creator of heaven and the earth, who created even the Lucifer and every other thing, created everything and create peace. It got to a point, even the Lucifer, which God created, rose up against God. What happened? Did God allow him? Since I give you peace, I come with peace, you did not want peace, then I will give you war, because in my own kingdom I need peace. God will use violence to chase away Lucifer from heaven. Go and read the book of Isaiah chapter 14. Violence. Are you getting it? So we approach many. How many will I call? Is it the Finland where the show is going on today? Go to Congo, you have Congo DR, we have Congo Republic, we have DR Congo, we have Congo themselves. We have Equatorial Guinea, we have Guinea-Bissau. You understand me? They were all together before. Okay, USSR, Russia, where Ukraine, Slovakia, Slovenia, Sabenia, Albania, and the rest, including Finland, break out from. They fought war. Are you getting it? Many of them use violence, and they are free today. Croatia that can break out from Yugoslavia, and the Yugoslavia break out from Russia. You understand? So what I'm giving you countries. So if today Biafra from Nigeria here and outside decided to stand up for their freedom, they are standing for their rights. Ohaneze doesn't have the right to say they don't have their rights, because it is our mandate and it is our conduit right to fight for our freedom.
He did not resign Nnamdikanu to keep up because he's a betrayer. He's the one that betrayed Nnamdikanu. Ejiofor is the one masterminded the killing of Ikoso and the others. Gentle Lion and others. Ejiofor, who put Nnamdikanu where he is? Ejiofor, I think you are part of IPOB, the people that are struggling for IPOB. It's not restoration of Biafra. What made you to drop? Ejiofor, where the structure Nnamdikanu live in your hand? Are you not IPOB lawyer, official? Where are you now? Are you for IPOB or are you for Nigeria? Are you for Biafra? Are you for Nigeria? If someone is a criminal, is a fraudster, if someone is a deceiver, which means Nnamdikanu is also a deceiver. Which means Nnamdikanu also is a fraudster. Which means Nnamdikanu also is a liar. Ejiofor was talking that you cannot achieve independence by violence or by force. But I'm trying to repeat, I'm repeating it, trying to remind him that even Britain that colonized Nigeria, Britain was under Roman Empire, as Biafra was under Nigeria. Britain forcefully put themselves away from Roman Empire aggressively with gun, with the sword. With the sword. They fought Roman Empire and separate themselves from Roman Empire. I am Mr. Akbara, the new Oko condemn. Regard for what some Ejiofor, Ifeanyi Ejiofor have tweeted or have posted in the air, that Ekpa is a fraudster, Ekpa is this, Ekpa is that, is a criminal. Ejiofor, I want to ask you, wherever you are, can anybody deliver this my question to him? Ejiofor, what made Nnamdikanu to drop you? Are you not the chief counsel of Nnamdikanu? What made him to drop you? Ejiofor, if you are good, what made Nnamdikanu to drop you? What keep you running away?
Were you sure he was not the one that resigned?
He did not resign Nnamdikanu to keep up because he's a betrayer. He's the one that betrayed Nnamdikanu. Ejiofor is the one masterminded the killing of Ikoso and the others. Gentle Lion and others. Ejiofor, who put Nnamdikanu where he is? Ejiofor, I think you are part of IPOB, the people that are struggling for IPOB. It's not restoration of Biafra. What made you to drop? Ejiofor, where the structure Nnamdikanu live in your hand? Are you not IPOB lawyer, official? Where are you now? Are you for IPOB or are you for Nigeria? Are you for Biafra? Are you for Nigeria? If someone Ekpa is a criminal, is a fraudster, if someone Ekpa is a deceiver, which means Nnamdikanu is also a deceiver, which means Nnamdikanu also is a fraudster, which means Nnamdikanu also is a liar, because it was what Nnamdikanu was doing that someone Ekpa pick up doing it when you betrayed him. Which means you yourself, you are once a fraudster, you are once a criminal, you are once a deceiver, because you are once a member of IPOB. What made you to drop? Now your eye have opened. That time you don't know what you are doing. Now you know what you are doing. That's why you leave those dirty games. And now you are on the right game. Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Oh, it's a pity. This one have shown that you're a shameless person. If you can come out and criticize agitators, you're a shameless person because you're part of the agitators. What made you to run away? Can't you borrow a copy from Uchemefo? You see how Uchemefo did his own. He collected his own money and go and keep rest. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, why can't you go and keep rest and rest in peace? Eh? Go and keep rest. Leave Nnamdikanu, leave someone alone, because someone is exposing you, frustrating you, not to deceive Biafrans, frustrating you, not to betray the remaining Biafrans as you betray Nnamdikanu. This is why he's a bad person. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, go and watch. The convention is going on now in Finland. Convention is going on now in Finland. And the Simon Ekpa said, from 29th of this November, which is today, tomorrow, 30, Saturday, 1st, Sunday, 2nd, Monday, people go back to their businesses. Go to Finland, nation now. Everywhere is jam-packed. The Biafrans all over the world have booked the whole hotel in Finland. Do you know how many foreign exchange Finland got because of Biafra restoration, declaration, and this convention that is going on? Do you know how many foreign exchange that Finland have realized because of Biafra's trooping in there? Are you not ashamed? You're supposed to be there as one of the Biafran lawyers, but you are in Nigeria, jumping up and down, running from Abuja to Ihiala, Abuja to Ihiala, eating the crops that fall for your master's table. Don't worry, very soon, immediately Biafra is restored. All of you that collect money, all of you that collect money from federal government, they will take EFCC, come after you people. Because your assignment, you're not able to accomplish it. You're not able to stop Biafra. They are using you as a tool to stop Biafra. You are not able to stop Biafra. Therefore, all the whole money you people collected, the Nigerian government will take EFCC, collect it back from your hand. Look at your client, Nnamdikanu. You that is a good man. You that is not a deceiver. Look at your client, Nnamdikanu, languishing in prison. They're not able to do anything.
But he said, why he's saying all this? Because he has told Ekpa, but he fails to listen that.
Ejiofor was talking that you cannot achieve independence by violence or by force. But I'm trying to repeat, I'm repeating it, trying to remind him that even Britain that colonized Nigeria, Britain was under Roman Empire, as Biafra was under Nigeria. Britain forcefully put themselves away from Roman Empire aggressively with gun, with the sword. With the sword. They fought Roman Empire and separate themselves from Roman Empire. Although with the sword, Roman Empire overpowered them, include them to the Roman Empire. And who started Roman Empire? Julius Caesar. German. This German was the first country to pull away from Roman Empire. And German fought with the Roman Empire. That time Britain was still among Roman Empire. German alone was the first country who rose up and said no, that they're pulling away from Roman Empire. They fought. When Roman Empire discovered that they cannot subdue German, they go away and leave German. After that, Britain. Then that is how other countries separate from Roman Empire. 10 countries came out from Roman Empire. I can remember few that I can mention few I remember, like this German, France, Italy, Portugal, Spain, Britain. I think Sweden was among them that separated. These people, even though this current Sweden, former Sweden, there are 3 nations that separate out of Sweden before Sweden became what they are now, and all of them go to violence. They were telling that you cannot achieve independence or liberation through violence. It depends what your colonial masters want. If your colonial master want with the violence, you follow them with the violence. If they want it with the peaceful, you follow them with peaceful. Like I have said it before, Singapore and Malaysia, we are one nation. They got independence from Britain under Malaysia in 1957. But what happened? At the end, Singapore rise up and said, I think 1979, Singapore rise up, said they won't go. The then Malaysian government in power told them, what do you want? They said they don't want to be under Malaysia again. They settle it to Georgia. They go peacefully, amicably. Now, Singapore is prospering. Malaysia is prospering. Nigeria going to 2 of them doing their importation. Now there are 2 nations. Can you see it? It's only people like that separated peacefully. Most of the European countries get their own independence through violence. America get independence from Britain through violence, led by George Washington. Through violence. That's what I'm saying. There's somebody call himself a learned man, cannot differentiate what independence is for. How many countries get their independence through paratable soup? Algeria get their independence from France 1962 through violence, very strong violence. So they said when France want to leave, France get angry and destroy everything they put in Algeria. There's an area like France quarters where only white men from France are living. Very, just like more than estate. More than estate. Almost like a local government. When France want to leave, they have nothing to do than to take artillery. Pim, 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 destroy whatever they build over there. Algeria, let Ifan Yuba go and do research. You cannot get it defended through violence. You cannot get the agitation through violence. Look at him, a learned man. Cannot differentiate the way to go to independent. Angola, get independent from South Africa. When Portuguese hand them over to South Africa through violence. They fought. Mozambique get their own through violence. They fought. Up at the end through violence in South Africa.